Yo ho ho, ladies and gentlemen. Yo ho ho. Welcome to another edition. It's been a while since I have ripped a stream, started the stream off yo ho ho. Holy hell, that was my identity for the longest time. Welcome to another episode of Dom Mafia Live. As many of you guys know, I am live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST, 5:15 p.m. EST. Yesterday, I hope everyone's having a great morning with the exception of Cox Internet in the panhandle of Florida. Yesterday, we had an internet outage in my neighborhood where I couldn't stream from like 4 p.m. and it didn't get fixed all the way until 4 a.m. in the morning. So sincerest apologies for not being at my afternoon stream yesterday. Quite a few things came out. We learned that Amari Cooper is continuously trending up. We're getting a lot of answers and what to expect because the Kansas City Chiefs game is right around the corner. Now, you did read this title correctly. All right, the Buffalo Bills have a major ref problem versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And no, I'm not that guy that's coming out here saying, oh my God, it's rigged, all right? And like these Kansas City Chiefs, like they handpicked Lan Clark to be the officiant. The reason I think that we have a referee problem, and we're going to dive into it, is that by far what Lan Clark has called so far as an NFL officiant this year, it just also so happens to be the exact same thing that the Buffalo Bills have an issue in stopping in the first place, or actually have an issue in continuously having these sort of penalties, right? Like all of us are screaming at Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown every single week, being like, what the hell is going on with these false starts? So we're going to unpack a lot of what the Buffalo Bills have done already. I think we have around like 46 penalties, maybe 65. I forgot. Who knows? My brain's being super dyslexic this morning. But shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not had an opportunity of doing so far. Reminder, I am giving away a Josh Allen rookie card. All right. I'm announcing the winner during my live game reaction on Sunday, Bills versus Chiefs. If you want to be a part of these contests, folks, definitely go on ahead and subscribe so you can be a part of it. I have a Keon Coleman signed jersey as well that is going to be next week's giveaway. So super exciting, super exciting. I'm Bills Mafia Santa Claus this year, as many of you guys know. I do want to give a couple of shout outs real fast. Guys, if you are not fortunate enough to make it to the stadium to watch the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, I cannot think of a better place to go than over at Batavia Downs at Club Bud Light at 34 Rush. Folks, all right, this is the go-to place to watch all of your Buffalo Bills football, especially during away games and even during home games. I'm talking TVs everywhere, some of the largest televisions I've seen in my entire life, food, drink specials inspired by Thurman Thomas, and they give away a bunch of really cool stuff at halftime and also at the end of the game. Thurman Thomas is actually there quite a bit. So do me a favor, guys, if you are interested, and I mean, just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. A great place to root on the Buffalo Bills. It's right by the gaming floor. So say, for example, that you want to hit the slots right after, baby. It's all there. Shout out to Batavia Downs for being a proud partner of my YouTube channel. You guys have no idea how much this means to me. And then also, if you guys are hungry, I'm starving. I'm kind of feeling pizza. I'm not going to lie to you. I wish Picasso's was in town, all right, because they have incredible pizza in Western New York, 4 great locations. What I should have did is that I should have made an online order because Picasso's is mailing pizza to your front doorstep as long as you are within the continental United States. So if you are planning or you miss a taste of home, the holidays are right around the corner. You want to send some za maybe over to your buddy or maybe over to your dad or your friend that moved away from Western New York, certainly go on ahead and check this out, guys. Just hit that nationwide shipping and use code PARADE for 20% off once you end up doing so. Thank you so much for the patience right there, baby. Daddy's got to pay the bills, you know what I mean? Anyway, Red, White, and Bills is coming on in, saying, I will be at the game. I will be living vicariously through you. Please send us pictures. Please send us videos. Good morning, Dan Ansley. How are you? How are you? Guys, do me a favor right now. Do me a favor. All right, folks? Sound off in the chat. Let me know. Tune on in where you were tuning in from. We are doing our daily roll call. I always like having a good understanding of how far Bills Mafia truly extends, man. I mean, I have my boy from Sweden in the chat. I already know that. Have a bunch of other people that are hopping on in. I see Australia regularly. I see New Zealand regularly. I see all over the United States. I want to find the craziest place of somebody tuning in today. So don't be shy. Roll call in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in. Let's go ahead and talk about that. We have Joseph Norris. I looked at the tickets are up there. Absolutely. It's definitely going to be a damn game, man. Listen, it's going to be through the absolute roof. Chiefs without Bucker is absolutely huge. Wyoming, Horn Hunter, man. Big sky country. It's absolutely beautiful out there. It's my favorite. Ansley, out of Georgia. Absolutely love it. Living in Dallas, Texas, but I'm from Buffalo. That's awesome, man. I'm from Buffalo, and I live in Florida, baby. Go Bills Mafia from Illinois. We have New England is in the chat. He is in enemy territory. Paul Costa, Connecticut. We have Lockport, New York. My guy Luke. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Citrus County, Florida. We have the North Pole. Santa Claus. Is that you? Buffalo, New York. How you doing? We have Brighton, New York, man. We have Cheektowaga, New York. Go Bills. Shout out my boy PHF in the chat out there, rocking with us as we typically do. Fun fact, the Bills are 29-24 against the Chiefs all time. I love that. Florida in the house. Go Bills. Have my Floridian brother in the chat right now. We have Chesapeake, Virginia. We have NSB, Florida. Have to love it, man. I can see the new stadium build right now. Buffalo, of course. That's beautiful. Right from your a prison cell. Someone free my boy Josh. He didn't do it. Let's go, Buffalo. We have the lead, Asheville, North Carolina, man. Listen, my thoughts and prayers have been with you and your city for the past couple of months. I hope things are turning the corner. I really do, man. Rochester, New York. We have Sunny coming in. We have Cuba. We have Cuba, New York. What's going on, my guy? Ken Moore. We have Northern California, Maria SV. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing fantastic. We have Niagara Falls, go Bills. Craig Ellsworth, Sweden. I worked at Ericsson for 22 years. I've been there 4 times. Dude, it's wild, man. We got my boy William in here tuning on in from Sweden. Yo, Dan, how are you, my guy? I'm tuning in from London as always. My guy Alexander, he's coming on in. I absolutely love it. We have Tavoris, Anchorage, Alaska. My guy, dude. Spicy Dado, what's up, dude, man? I'm chilling. I'm trying to. We have Salisbury, Maryland. We have Albion, New York. This is beautiful. Travelers Rest, South Carolina. I lived in Myrtle Beach for a very long time. Super familiar with that. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Shark attack capital of the world, by the way. Stay out of that damn ocean, my guy. Stay out of that damn ocean. Listen, I got beef with the beach, bro. I got beef with the beach. I think the beach is hella overrated. I moved to the beach when I was 13, 14 years old. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't think that I've been to the beach. I mean, clearly I'm fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost right now. But obviously, I just hate sand, bro. I hate sand. I hate it in between my ass cheeks. I'm way more of a pool guy. If at all. You know what I mean? Beach is overrated. Give me the mountains, baby. Give me the mountains. That's what I want. I'm trying to manifest a way into Tennessee, maybe Western North Carolina. I don't know. That's where you guys going to be. We have Brandon saying, I love the beach. It's overrated. It's hella overrated, my guy. Portland, Oregon. Ina Johnson. Good morning, Dan. Happy to join you live today. Getting mentally prepared for Sunday. I feel like all of us need to. at the end of the day. 5-game losing streak incoming. Jet it out, man. He's trying to make sure that pain continues. No oceans for me. Sharks, Dolphins fans at the beach. Yeah, dude, fuck the beach, bro. Still without drinkable water, but otherwise the community has really shown just how much God touches our lives. FEMA did almost nothing. It was a community that came through for each other. Dude, that warms my soul. And so it really, really does. And so, really as a man of faith, myself, definitely you guys have been staying in my prayers. And it's absolutely awesome when you end up seeing, right, a community coming together, which is absolutely beautiful, man. This is great stuff. For the Sweden call out, go Buffalo, Craig. There he is, $5 donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, the beach is kind of dookie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, mountains out here, but that's all just mountains and snow. We have Donald rolling on in. Trump 2024. This game means nothing. Bills win or lose. Still only going to get second or third slot in the playoffs. It's for bragging rights. Don't let chuckleheads dissing you on other shows bring you down. You are the man. Go Bills. Is what it is, man. So here's the deal about that entire situation. Like, I've been getting a lot of people coming out and saying, oh, Dan, like, you shouldn't have responded, bro. Like, you shouldn't have responded. Like, listen, I'm sorry that I'm not some, like, submissive pussy that gets pegged by my wife every single Tuesday, right? It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen at the end of the day. I was raised that if someone throws a punch that you go for their throat, just metaphorically. It's just how it is. I'm not going to sit back here and just let people walk all over me. So if someone comes out and disrespects what I have built from the ground up, blood, sweat, and tears, you're damn right I'm having a response. So I'm getting sick of that whole damn thing. Like, where people are just, oh, Dan, like, you shouldn't have, like, made a response on that. Like, fuck that, dude. Like, I really hope that you guys, like, raise your future children to stick up for themselves as well. Or otherwise, they are going to be absolutely terrorized growing up. Stick up for yourself. Don't let people go out and try to say, yo, listen, man, like, you should be the bigger person. Fuck the bigger person. Being the bigger person is a synonym for being a fucking pussy. That's essentially what it is. That is essentially what it is. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I am going to continue to stick up for myself, like it or not. And I really appreciate all you guys with all the kind DMs you were sending over and making it happen. Is there no Super Bowl appearance? Does Sean McDermott get fired? Man, I'm going to tell you what. I have a really good feeling that Sean McDermott is going to be taking over, like, the Mike Tomlin role, right? I really hope he wins one soon, but Tomlin has – I feel like Sean McDermott and Tomlin are going to, like, follow a similar path. Like a team that's always playoff bound, but they just can't get it done. But listen, I'm hoping that this is the year. I really am. As every year, I'm hoping that this is the year. Colin, stop, bro. How you doing? Preferably new mods that isn't Bills haters. We have Austin coming in. Glennon here with his consistent jealousy and negativity. We beat Kansas City here. They just need to lose one. Preach, Dan. Luke is coming on in. F the haters, Dan. Absolutely, bro. There's a reason people watch you. I don't know people going at you. I mean, listen, dude, it is what it is. I realize that people just don't like people that show confidence. Like, so with people that, like, show any sort of confidence out there, like, they hate it because they don't have that. That's typically what, like, that's, like, normally, like, how I look at the entire situation. Turn the other cheek when it makes sense, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Glenn, you are listening. Pat, it's going to be a dogfight Sunday, 30-27. Bills, Bass with the game winner, mark it down. We have, well, you were the first one to call that Coop will play, and you got that right. Your analysis prediction on the boys in blue. Oh, my God, man. Listen. At the end of the day, I did not. And so I did not say that it was official. I just ended up utilizing my observation and I made a prediction. I was just like, he's going to play. Like, it was solely just a prediction. That's really all it was. If the Panthers beat Kansas City next week, I don't know what I am going to do. Bryce Young, will he be a savior? I don't know. Dan, if you come to a Florida beach, you will love it, bro. Only 10s. Interesting. Well, my friend, I am on a Florida beach. I'm on Destin, Florida. The sand sucks, all right? For the love of God, get a permit for those guns. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. And the TRT is flowing through my veins right now, baby. You have no idea. You know the vibes. Oh, man, we already know the vibes up in here. My biggest fear is we go to OT in the playoffs and Josh gets a chance and we don't score and we'll be dragged for that irony for years. I mean, listen, I'm thinking about this Bills and Chiefs game right now. And many of you are right. This really means nothing, but we all know that we're going to be getting dragged by the media and dragged by the haters that are regularly in this chat. So does it sound juvenile that I want to win this game exclusively off of bragging rights and exclusively off of just going on like an absolute, like, parade of being like, oh, man, I told you that this Buffalo Bills team is going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But then, unfortunately, when it comes down into it, I'm going to have that in the back of my head. And I'm going to be thinking, I'm going to be like, damn, bro. Damn. Now we have to play him in the damn playoffs. What are we talking about here? We have Owen coming in. There is a betting line of Taylor Swift will have an appearance. I'm about to place some big money on that. I mean, she's here in Toronto doing a concert right now. Happened before, absolute free money. She's going to be there. Dan, and you think they'll activate someone else for a wide receiver just in case? If they end up activating another wide receiver from the practice squad, I think that that's only going to give us news that maybe McDermott is just going to say, you know what, I'm not going to risk Amari Cooper during this game. Again, I honestly think that he's going to play. And no, this is not official. This is not official, beat reporters, okay? Like, don't go out and say that I'm spreading false information. This is called a guess. This is called an educated guess. I believe Amari Cooper will play. I'm calling it now. I just don't give a shit about the game, to be honest. I want to win, but if we lose, it is going to be fine. Guadalajara, Mexico. Dan, Bills have the advantage with the kicker. That is interesting. That is absolutely interesting. Here's some fun facts about this. We can go on ahead and react to my own content. I'm going to regurgitate my own content right here, folks. All right. This is actually something that just ended up coming. Hold up. Right? Hold up. Let's get this up real fast. Folks, massive news for the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs game. Harrison Butker has just been placed on the IR with a knee injury. Mr. Automatic has been causing the Buffalo Bills so much pain. You have no idea. And they ended up signing Schrader over here. I believe that's his last name. He is going to be Harrison Butker's replacement going on into Sunday. Now, look, say, for example, y'all have been like watching my content for the past couple of weeks. I'm still convinced that this game is going to be very close. It's going to be a heart attack. All of us are going to be having heart palpitations, high blood pressure, everything under the sun that would cause a cardiologist nightmares. But this is very good news for the Buffalo Bills because I've said this is likely going to come down to a last-minute field goal, 28-27 type shit. Tyler Bass with an opportunity to redeem himself from the playoffs this previous year. Wild stuff. Sound off and let me know your thoughts. So the thing is that this new kicker that the Kansas City Chiefs ended up elevating, I want everyone to understand this, okay? This is a massive step back because Harrison Butker is hands down the best kicker in the NFL right now. He has been integral to a lot of their late game success so far in this season, and he's also been integral for the past couple of years. He is that dude, right? Like, he is that dude. There's no question about that. But here's the thing. Schrader, who they ended up replacing him with, he was the backup practice squad kicker for the New York Jets, folks. And I'm sorry, Jets fans, if you are watching this right now, but Greg Zuerlein, or however, was so damn awful, they still didn't replace him. They still didn't elevate that guy from the practice squad. What does that tell you? And that was a take from Thomas DeLause, by the way. Shout out Thomas DeLause. He said that. He pointed that out earlier today. And he said, this dude was on the practice squad for the New York Jets. And you're going to tell me that Greg the Leg is out there absolutely stanking it up. And they didn't once think that they were going to elevate him because they thought that he was better than Greg the Leg at the end of the day. So this might screw them. It's something to consider here. But all right, so y'all ended up hearing that the Buffalo Bills are going to be welcoming Land Clark as the officiant, right? And I mean, I put out a video earlier this week saying that the Kansas City Chiefs are 5-0 when he is officiating. And no, most officiating teams only get a team once, maybe twice during the regular season, but typically it's only once. But 5-0 since Pat Mahomes and that league has been. I want to say, I think Sal Capaccio pointed it out that it was like 3-2, like for the Buffalo Bills, but that's really what I'm not focusing on. I'm not saying that the Kansas City Chiefs ended up, oh man, like they handpicked Land Clark to be there. No, it's just how the schedule ended up playing. But one thing that I do find concerning is that his absolute favorite, folks, his absolute favorite penalty to call is false starts. And also illegal formations, which I'm looking it up real fast. And like right here, I have all of the Buffalo Bills penalties so far. All like right now, like we are number 1 in the league for false starts. Something to consider. We are number 1 in the league for false starts. And this is Super annoying, right? We have unnecessary roughness. We're ranked at second. Now, the thing is that I haven't seen illegal formation. We've only had it twice so far. We've only had 2 illegal formations twice, and then defensive pass interference, which is an issue because Land Clark loves calling false starts, and we know that Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown have been struggling tremendously. In fact, I would say about 90% of the false starts were on both of our tackles. So we need to play as statue as humanly possible prior to the snap. And then you also end up looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the lowest in the league for any sort of pre-snap penalties as well. So we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. I think that's the biggest takeaway. We're sitting here giving all of this analysis, all of these predictions. I'm sitting here spewing how I think the Buffalo Bills can come out on top on this one. But one thing that I feel like we haven't ignored, or rather, one thing I think that we have ignored was we have a penalty problem. So I just realized that. So the right mic was not selected, folks. I'm sorry you had to deal with that damn audio. Holy shit. Have to be better right there. But yeah, like that right there is, I would say, like one of the biggest issues of this team that I feel like everybody just does not acknowledge, right? Some people can say run defense on first and second. Some people can say, oh man, like say for example that Amari Cooper and Keon Coleman aren't there. Then, so with that our offense is pretty vanilla. But if you were to ask me what the biggest issue for the Buffalo Bills has been so far this year, has been shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties. Like 19 false starts is absolutely terrible. And so I want to say that like we're like the 12th most penalized team rate in the NFL. So according to this website, it's called NFLpenalties.com. I definitely certainly want you guys to take this out. This right here, solid stuff. I always recommend it. It also ends up breaking it down by what referee we're talking about here. So I'm going to go back to the original. We have NFL penalties. You got this real fast. Buffalo. Or actually, we're going to go back here for a second. And we're going to go here. Where's the referees at? View league penalties. See if I find... yeah, it's a fantastic site in case you ever really want to deep dive into what we're seeing at the end of the day. So that's something that I generally believe that we should be taking a look at. Under Clark, road underdogs of +3 to +9 cover 80% of the time and win 65% of the time. Chiefs are +2, but too close for comfort. I think we lose. We have Lucas Johnson coming on in. And listen, I'm not trying to suggest that it's rigged, right? I'm not trying to suggest that this ref is going to completely take over the game. But what we need to do is we just need to be as efficient as humanly possible. Patrick Mahomes has been coughing up the football this year. He has 9 interceptions thus far. We are the number 1 team in turnover differential. Let's go ahead and actually take the ball away. I think that we can. In fact, I think this Buffalo Bills team ultimately ends up taking the ball away no more than 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times this Bills team, minimum twice, we will be taking away the football. So we just need to be able to make sure that we score so much that the refs really can't even insert themselves into the game. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. And whatever you do, Dawkins, Spencer Brown, I better see you guys as absolute statues out there. Absolute statues when it comes into it. Deion Dawkins has been racking up charges as of late, very much unlike him. No worries here, Dan. I know our Bills will beat Kansas City. We have Dante Jenkins. I just feel like we can't beat each other 2 times in a row. So that's why I hope we lose. I'm completely fine with that. Be ready for them bringing pressure, get the ball out quickly on target. Josh's 300-yard day and rushing TD. Yep, but some have been bunk penalties, as we know. So I heard this game doesn't mean anything. Ugh. Let's talk about that. Why are we playing at 4 o'clock at home? Because it's basically saying that it's prime time. It's basically saying that it's prime time without being prime time, man. That's basically how it plays out. Yes, let's force some damn turnovers. That's really all we need. You see that tweet I sent you about one-score games? Chiefs are playing with fire. Listen, I've been seeing a couple of videos out there saying that the Kansas City Chiefs are out there and say that the ball didn't end up bouncing their way a couple of times, that they would have been 2-7. But I hate stats like that. I'm particularly not going to look at this at the end of the day. I'm confident in taking the ball away. We just need to capitalize. No bones about it. Saquon released his shady and did crazy work in the final 5 minutes last night. He did, dude. He releases inner shady, and that's essentially where we're at. CBS bullshit. Oh my God, look at that. And do the refs fly with Kansas City? I mean, listen, that's a great question. That's a great question. Fun fact, we have Sean McDermott actually hitting the podium a little later this afternoon. I'm going to try and go on ahead and see what we can do there. Win or lose, there's good to both sides basically off of narrative. They might lose next week to Carolina. Oh, my God, man. So we're saying that Bryce Young about to go out there and just have a legacy game. It seems that every time that we set the tone early, we win. Pick six. What will the Bills do to get off to a false start? Fast start. Excuse me, not false start. Please, no false starts. Also, will Taron Johnson and Damar Hamlin bracket Travis Kelce to shut him down? So here's what I'm thinking. I think we need to pick our poison here, right? Like when it comes into defense. And so I really think that we need to pick our poison. I am confident in Benford and DeAndre Hopkins. He shut him down during Tennessee. He's just a better player. He's younger. He's a better corner. I think you'll have no problem taking him out of the game. I think that Rasul Douglas will do a wonderful job against Juju, maybe Xavier Worthy. It's funny because I feel like Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy haven't really created any sort of chemistry. He doesn't really look his way, largely because he's getting absolutely boxed and bullied at the line of scrimmage. So that's something there. Now that we heard that Juju Smith-Schuster may very well be coming out. In fact, I got to double check. Let me check out the Chiefs injury report prior to it and see if we have this. Okay. So, okay, this is not legible. This is where we're at. This is 18 hours ago. Let's go ahead and check this out. We have IR. So both Isaiah Pacheco and Charles, I don't even want to attempt to pronounce that last name. Both of them were limited practice, but I don't believe that either of them are going to play. In fact, I'm pretty sure Andy Reid suggested that they are not going to play. It's not official. All right. It's not official, but I am guessing that they will not. And then with, of course, Smith-Schuster had a hamstring injury. He was a full practice yesterday on Thursday, barring any sort of setback. This guy is likely going to be out. And then Bucker, as we know, that dude has just been placed on the IR after the fact. So here, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. There we go. This right here is it. It's very hard to read. I understand that. But we have same thing with Isaiah Pacheco. We have Charles on these first two names, both recently elevated from the IR. I don't see them coming back. It's just kind of where it is. Have Harrison Bucker at the end. He's on IR, and then Smith-Schuster is likely going to be back. So barring everyone that's on the IR for the Kansas City Chiefs, they should be playing. They should be playing coming on up at that point. Let's see how that plays out. Xavier Worthy is too small. He's fast, but he has no strength to get off of the line. Exactly why I'm thinking that Rasul Douglas is going to bully the kid. I really think that he's going to bully the guy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts at the end of the day. We have Blair is coming in. It's going to be zone defense. They do have some wide receivers, but we get pressure on Mahomes. Don't let him run it. Let him run hard, and often don't want injuries either side, but had hard, clean football. 110%. 110%. The thing is, too, so Mahomes is banged up. So like most of the NFL quarterbacks at this point. In fact, I saw him limping, I think, a little bit off of the side when he was playing the Denver Broncos. And as we know, Wanya Roberts has been an absolute liability for this team. Hopefully Gregory Rousseau, Von Miller, you name it, ends up having a field day against those people. Man, will the Bills win against the Kansas City this Sunday? I pick them to win. Brandon the Ruiner? I sure hope so, my friend. I think it's going to be determined by literally a 1-point game. And so I really do. That's kind of where my thought process is for the most part. But yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see about that. John Marlowe is coming in. Buffalo Bills versus Godell's refs and Godell's Chiefs. Ugh. I don't know about that. Is the refs going to tell Mahomes when we get close to him? Yeah, y'all saw that video, right? He's sitting there. He's just trying to, come on, man. You got to tell me. Come on, Patrick Mahomes. Absolutely relax. Is Vaughn back in the mix? He is. In fact, he was the second highest rated player on the field, Bills and Colts, this previous Sunday. He's getting pressures, folks, right? Like, he's getting pressures. He's not necessarily finishing, but he's looking a hell of a lot better than he did last year, right? It sucked that he ended up getting suspended for 4 games, but I think that he's going to be able to make it happen. Who do you have for tonight's fight? I feel like I got Jake Paul. And so as much as I don't want Jake Paul to win, I have a feeling he's going to win. Everyone has a major refs problem with Kansas City. Please stop it. We have William. And do we have everyone on the offensive line healthy for this Sunday? So based off of what I have seen, Spencer Brown here, let's go ahead and check out the recent injury report. Actually, let's go Buffalo Bills PR. And then, like I said, Sean McDermott's about to be hitting the podium in about 14 minutes, like after the fact, so we could check that out. But we had Amari Cooper. Spencer Brown has not practiced for the past 2 days. Okay? So he has not practiced. Wednesday was a walkthrough, so 0 pads there. And then Thursday, he did not practice with an ankle injury. I know that a lot of us are sitting there being like, oh, man, like he's an absolute liability when it comes in. In fact, I'll go ahead and I'll put this injury report up for now so we can take a look together. But with Spencer Brown not practicing Wednesday or Thursday, that's certainly a concern. And I know everyone's probably going to be like, oh, nice. Maybe now we'll actually limit our penalties. Dude, we need Spencer Brown out there, dude. We need Spencer Brown, bro. In my opinion, I think Spencer Brown is the best offensive lineman we have on the line. So let's hope for the best. Dad, at least see the Bills win 66-0 or 49-19. Wouldn't that be crazy? Hip hop, what's up? I am a Dolphins fan and I am rooting for the Buffalo Bills. South Florida sports fan. Hey man, listen, the bandwagon is always here. This is a good question Monday. What excuse will the Bills have if they lose? Glenn is just so angry. He's an angry man. Oh, Dan. Tyson is going to knock him out. Cat Stumbo. I mean, listen, how convinced are we that this is not like staged? Maybe. I would love for him to lose, but I'm not necessarily sure what that looks like. Brown finished the game last week, though. I'm thinking he will play. Fingers crossed, because that is an absolute massive unit to the offensive line that we're not trying to see. Really have to be ready for Kansas City rushing Josh. He has to be on point and get the ball out quickly or don't get hit behind the line. So the good thing is that this Buffalo Bills offensive line is 4th in pass protection. This Chiefs team hasn't really been getting to the quarterback, right? Like, they're solid. Obviously, Chris Jones is the man, but I really, really like our offensive line right against this pass rush. I really do. Who knows? So then we had Amari Cooper. He was limited again on Thursday. Hopefully he's a full participant on Friday. Wouldn't that be ideal? And then obviously we have Matt Milano, who was just elevated from the IR, limited. He's not playing on Sunday. We already understand that. But that's basically what we're looking at. Same thing with Williams. He was full. Same thing with Casey Toohill. Samuel sitting there at full. Taylor Rapp. Dude, that guy's always hurt. It's typically what he was doing. Hoping we lose. Game doesn't mean anything. Can't win 2 against Kansas City. Come on, guys. Every game matters. AFC against the Chiefs. Rather have a chance at the 1 seed. Big L. Are they fighting 12 rounds? I think so. I think they're doing 12 this time. I feel the same way, Todd Tobin. The Bills will not lose to the Chiefs, and Chris Jones won't be getting to Josh Allen like that. He's probably the most healthy that he has been. I'm almost wondering if Josh is wearing that glove now exclusively for a fashion statement, or say, for example, he's that kind of guy where he's like, oh, man. All right, we're starting to get some news. Ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to all the beat reporters that put this together so we can react to it, okay? Head coach Sean McDermott said Dalton Kincaid will not play on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Shocker, right? Everyone knew that he wasn't going to play. No issues there. Spencer Brown will be limited during Friday's practice and will be questionable for the game. So that is at least From what I am gathering, folks, that is from what I am gathering at this point, that he is trending up. Because we saw Wednesday and Thursday, he did not practice. But then Friday, entire different conversation, he's now limited. I think he's trending up, right? Hopefully, it was just a lower ankle sprain. They give him a shot. He's out there because this team looks absolutely terrible without Spencer Brown out there. That offensive line is not going out and is not putting up, number 4 in the NFL for pass protection. It is making it happen, baby. Who you got Saturday? John Jones? Have to go John Jones, baby. Have to go John Jones. Have faith in Osiris Torrance. He was pissing me off at the beginning of the season, but really outside of that, he's been doing pretty well. But folks, so far we've had some things already. And so look at all this regurgitated content, man. I mean, I swear to God, I'm just kidding. All right. Kansas City makes their kicker move official. We have signed Spencer Schrader to the active roster from the New York Jets practice squad. We have placed Harrison Butker on reserve/injured. He's a practice guy. Probably not that crazy. Cook and Davis needs to be 1-2 punch and RB on Sunday and run all over the KC defense. I told you Brown would play. I mean, look, it's not official, but again, like I'm telling you, that is typically a sign that I would assume he's going to play. I would assume he is going to. 2 back-to-back do not practices, and then on the final day of practice, he is limited. Makes me think that barring any sort of setback, I think Sean McDermott is at least trying to test him out to see if he's good to go. But that's a great sign, folks. It really is. Stipe legend, man. I cannot wait for the Bills to have their bye week. They need to rest. Me too, man. It's going to be tough not having Buffalo Bills football to look forward to on that upcoming week, but is what it is. I will be on a cruise, so that will be exciting indeed. I will be on a cruise during that point, so I'm certainly looking forward to it. That's right. I am going to be on vacation here in a couple of weeks, folks. I'm going to try and do some live streams. I mean, I bought the ultimate package for internet, so I'm really, really hoping that I will be able to hop on and talk to my people. But at the very least, obviously, I will be doing all of my TikToks, Grams. You already know what I'm talking about. I think Kansas City should want to lose one before playoffs because it goes to show going all the way with no losses is rough. Ask the New England Patriots. Who even is the replacement for Brown if he is out on Sunday? It's not very good. Let me show you. It would be Tylen Grable, who is on the IR. Will be Travis Clayton, who is on the IR. Will be Tommy Doyle, who is out. All right. So we would probably need to put Ryan Van Denmark as the right tackle, basically. Maybe Alec Anderson wants to have an opportunity at right tackle, but more than likely, more than likely would be Ryan Van Denmark. We really don't have a lot of tackle depth. I hate that Tylen Grable hit the IR because he was looking really good during the preseason. I'm not necessarily upset about that. Bills lose another receiver for Sunday game versus the Chiefs. Dalton Kincaid will be ruled out versus the Chiefs. Will be listed as questionable for the game. So Spencer Brown and Amari Cooper will be listed as questionable for the game and limited in practice by itself, folks. So that is what we are looking at. That is what we are looking at as far as what Sean McDermott has just ended up saying. Even if Brown plays, he will be limited. Van Denmark is going to have to be out there. It was highest graded last week when he ended up taking over. Tyler H., if this is Vaughn's first time facing Mahomes in a Bills uniform, him and Groot need to hold edge and contain him, and hopefully Ed and Jones can get pressure up the middle. But I have a little faith that they can. I want to say that Von Miller actually did play Patrick Mahomes last year because he came back, I think, week 5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2023. So I want to say that Vaughn was out there. I could be wrong. Maybe he missed due to an injury, but I don't believe. And Van Denmark in last week played 9 downs. Indeed, so a limited sample size, but hopefully he can get it done. I think they will play. We have Blair coming in. Knox and Shakir, Cook and Davis got to carry our offense. Cooper too, but that is limited. South Florida fan is coming in. I have a bottle of champagne for when the Chiefs lose. We have a Dolphins fan in here preying on the Chiefs' downfall, man. His hatred for the Bills has been set aside. And now he has hopped on the bandwagon, which absolutely makes me happy. Folks, I'm giving away this Josh Allen rookie card. I'm announcing the winner on Sunday during my live game reaction. As a reminder, I'm Bill's Mafia Santa Claus this year. I have a bunch of signed memorabilia I'm giving to each and every single one of you as viewers. All you need to do is be a subscriber to the YouTube channel, and you are a part of these contests. Once this Josh Allen rookie card is over with, folks, next week's giveaway is going to be that Keon Coleman signed jersey. Keon Coleman signed jersey, folks. I don't know. So say, for example, that you want to be a part of these giveaways, have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel, have a free pristine auction account. Link is in the description, folks. Make that happen. Ref problem extends to our matchups with them in the playoffs. We played against them with a ref who called the least penalties against the Chiefs and one that called more penalties against home teams. And it's funny because Leon Clark, I'm not saying that this NFL is trying to rig it with that specific referee. But what I will say, in 2023, only 25% of the home teams that officiating team handled won the game. So only 25% last year in 2023. Now it's a bit closer. It's about 50 now. But granted, we're only a little bit halfway through the season. Just tell yourself after this week, a week off. We have Errol Flynn. Vaughn did play Mahomes last year in Kansas City. Vaughn sacked Mahomes first, yes, in Buffalo's uniform and got injured in the Lions game. We have Urban coming in. Sorry, I'm late. No issue there, brother. Probably because of the 72 Fins. And do you think the Bills will extend Cooper next season? Colin Miller, great question. Here's my thing. I really don't think that Amari Cooper will be re-signed. I think that we'll try, but I think Amari Cooper has never hit free agency before, and I think he truly wants to test the market and see how much money he could get. I don't think that Brandon Beane is going to be the highest bidder, if that makes sense. I think we'll offer him a contract, but I think that somebody else will outbid us, and I don't think Brandon Beane will match. Unless, of course, like, guy goes on an absolute run and, like, dude is, like, integral to, like, say a Super Bowl victory or something along those lines, for sure. Then maybe we'd be having some different conversations. We have Jersey Kid in the chat. With Kincaid out, Cooper, we really need, but Knox always plays Kansas City well. And listen, something to consider right now. The one position that has been absolutely cooking the Kansas City Chiefs defense from a pass coverage standpoint has been the tight end position. They are giving up more yards to tight ends than any team in the league. And Dawson Knox does typically play well against the Kansas City Chiefs, like the homie just pointed out. So it sucks not having Kincaid, but luckily Josh Allen and Dawson Knox have been having, that like years worth of chemistry. I'm telling you, listen, this team needs to absolutely abuse the linebackers and the safeties up the seam, right in the middle. Shakir, Dawson Knox. Hopefully Cooper's out there so that he can distract Trent McDuffie. I'm feeling pretty damn good about it. If that's the case. Oh, look at
that. Nate a little bit after this practice with a couple of those guys.
About what Terrell Bernard brings to the defense from a leadership standpoint, but what does he do from just a football standpoint?
Bernard.
What can he do against Kansas City?
We'll see, what he can do against Kansas City specifically. They're so good, collectively as a defense, and we've got to continue to do things right fundamentally, communication wise as well. TB is just, he's a good football player, again, like I've said, before, he's instinctive. He's got a nose for the football, great leader, great communicator, which sometimes those two go hand in hand. And, he's just been a great addition for us.
So someone just asked if Kincaid is on the IR. He is not on the IR. He is just out on Sunday.
Yeah, again, good to see. Never want to get too far out in front, with the challenge we have in front of us this weekend. But as he works himself back, like similar to the other injuries with other guys, I just wait on Nate's, hey, give me the go, and he's ready to go. So we really just wanted to get through this week. Nate and Matt are going to sit down and reassess how it went and then take it from there. All right. Thanks, guys.
Shawnee McD, folks. All right. Honestly, we were a bit late to the party, but I want to see if anything else ended up coming out of this. Outside, of course, Dalton Kincaid will not be playing. That is for sure. Same thing with Keon Coleman, and Amari Cooper and Spencer Brown are now listed as limited. I like that. That shows good signs. That shows a good trajectory that both of them likely will play, in my opinion. So we're going to have to see. Kincaid has been out. Saw that. McDermott came through. All right. So those were the biggest pieces of news that ended up coming out. What a journey that was. All right. Shout out Shawnee D. Shout out Shawnee D for making it happen, baby. With Kincaid out, Cooper, we really need Knox to step on up. Also, what was your response? Wasn't them. So wasn't them. I'm sure you can go on ahead and just like look at Twitter or like watch this stream earlier. I'm done with them, bro. And so I'm done with them. So they aren't big enough to be my enemies, bro. I can't wait to get Milano back with the TB. Absolutely. Kincaid on week to week is not a good sign. See, but the good thing is that we do have a bye week, right? So I'm really crossing my fingers that he's going to be a go against San Francisco. I'm also hoping that Keon Coleman is ready for San Francisco too once the bye week is all said and done. It's time for us to get healthy. I think this is probably one of the first years, and let me know, say that y'all agree with me. I think this is probably one of the first years where I am absolutely happy with the bye week placement. I think this is probably the perfect time for the Buffalo Bills to have a bye week, especially leading up right before that gauntlet that we have to go in. We have guys that are close to coming back. I feel like this is absolutely the perfect time and to really go ahead and hit this. This is a Cook and Ray Davis in the game at the same time. I want them to be able to run. I hope that I'm wrong as well, right? Like, I hope that I'm wrong and we actually can run the football against this squad, but they are very good at stopping the run. So my initial thought is that if this is going to be a James Cook / a Ray Davis sort of game, it's going to be more so in like the passing game. I'm not even talking about swing passes either, because if like you have a team that's solid at stopping the run, basically means that they are just as exquisite as stopping those little swing passes behind the line of scrimmage. Basically, that just tells you that that defense is absolutely lethal when it comes into stopping everything underneath, essentially. So, yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, let Ray Davis go out there and play some grown-ass man football. I feel like we can make it happen. Knox plays well versus Kansas City. We will be fine. Facts, Dan. We have to get healthy. I'm glad our bye week is where it is. I mean, like I said, I think this is the perfect spot for the Buffalo Bills bye week. And past couple of years, I have been dreading it because I thought it was either too early or, I don't know. So we need to be healthy in the playoffs. I'm happy with the late bye also. Knox always plays great against Kansas City. We have Blair. I've been screaming about both backs. Blair is coming on in. Finally got to have a healthy squad before the playoff. Luis might be the healthiest down the stretch. Dan, congratulations on the Football Feud win yesterday. I tuned in and voted on all of the polls. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. And so I appreciate you. Blake came in and said, Dan, shout wasn't that matter that. And so at least from what I saw, so it seems that they think you only post TikTok, sometimes referencing their articles. My thoughts, that's good that you were promoting their articles. So I think the thing that really pissed me off was just the fact that they said the statement like, he just regurgitates what we say, but no shade thrown toward Dan Mitchell. That's like me saying, yo, Blake, your mom's a whore. No offense, though. Right? And the thing is that, like, if you watch my content, I don't just regurgitate what these people say. Regurgitation is literally scrolling through X and seeing people paraphrase a sentence saying that Dalton Kincaid is out for the week. At the end of the day, it's news. You can't plagiarize news. You can't steal news. What pissed me off was that he made a statement about something that he typically doesn't even watch, because I clearly give my own predictions based off of the information that I have been given. I analyze it via PFF. I analyze it via EPA, you name it. So that's what sort of pissed me off about the entire situation, right? That's basically my entire thought about it. But like I said, I'm done talking about it. Don't be surprised if Collins and Davis have great games on Sunday. Luis Matos. Dan, what do you think will step up in this game on offense and defense for the... Who do you think will step up on offense and defense for this? Give me Dawson Knox. Give me Khalil Shakir. I like the matchups. I really, really do. And then also at the exact same time, defense, I think that our cornerbacks are going to absolutely lock down Hopkins, lock down Worthy, lock down Juju Smith-Schuster. I think Travis Kelce is going to have a game. Hopefully Bernard has something to say about that, because anybody's better than AJ Klein from last year. And then we will see that. When Bills win, I will wear my OJ Simpson jersey the week of Monday. Holy shit. Play our game and everything will work out the way that it should be. That is the way I kind of looked at it when I watched it. It was a very condescending statement. Yeah, most definitely. Like, dude, listen, if like you hate me, like say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go back and like play the victim. Oh my God, Dan Mitchell's coming after me now. Like, bro, like you know exactly what you did. Like, come on. And it pisses me off when people are just like, Dan, like you should be the bigger person. Like, fuck no, dude. Listen, I was raised that if you come at me and you throw a punch, I'm coming back too. Be the bigger person is a synonym for being a fucking pussy. Don't let people walk all over you. If someone disrespects you, say something back. That is my TED Talk, essentially. Mac Hollins, a flex at tight end. Wouldn't that be ideal? We need Dorian Williams, INT. Is Spencer Brown playing? I can't afford not to have him out there. Right now, he did not practice on Wednesday and Thursday, but he's going to be limited today. I'm assuming that is trending up. That is trending up to go on ahead and be one right there. It was a backhanded compliment for sure. Life of Oz. Dan, let me know if you need me to rough them up. No, I don't need that, dude. You're good. Well, we love you over here, Dan. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you and everything that you guys come on in and do. 385 of you fools in here, 245 of you on YouTube, 139 of you on X. I appreciate you guys regularly tuning in, showing me some love, talking ball, man. Listen, I like to structure my shows at a very conversational base. I don't ignore my live chat. I talk to you guys because I enjoy speaking with each and every single one of you. It's great. It's like I'm talking ball with the homies. All right. The men and the women homies. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. Sincerely. Bills Mafia, what's up, Dan? And said you did great at that versus yesterday. I just got in and heard you said someone's talking trash. I'm good. Yeah. I'm not going to speak on that anymore. I'll be happy if the Bills can just limit the offensive penalties this game. They make me want to cry when we get behind the sticks. Let's go, Buffalo. Get it done. That's what I'm talking about. We got Jersey Kid coming in. He said, word. He's feeling my shit. Listen, bro, he understands it. Yo, bro, listen, he understands that. I think the Bills will get about 2 interceptions, 3 sacks, maybe a forced fumble. Damn. I'm loving this, man. Luis is coming in saying, I think the Bills will get about 2 interceptions, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble, especially with Wanya Morris, who sucks at the left tackle position. And then with Mahomes, he's thrown 9 already. He actually hasn't had one, I think, for 2 or 3 weeks. He's starting to protect the ball a bit more. But, I mean, now you're going up against a ball hawk defense, which is absolutely insane. But we'll see. Folks, oh, look at this. I will make them no, man. I don't need an apology. How can we draft refs next season? Will Casey allow us to have one? Holy shit. 38-20 Bills. That 2D preacher. I absolutely love it. What do you think the score will be? Man, listen. Give me Buffalo Bills 28, Chiefs 27. Give me a Tyler Bass game-winning field goal. Man, like you want to talk about a guy get absolutely carried out the damn stadium? Look at this. First thing that pops up on my screen. Wow. I like that. That's true. We will be lucky to have 1 interception, even if Mahomes throws 4 based on how many Mahomes gets called back. King Cam, I don't know why, but I'm getting the Cowboys games vibe from last year, a James Cook game. Wouldn't that be ideal? Because remember, everyone was hyping up the Cowboys' run defense, and James Cook went absolutely nuclear. So maybe that is the case. I'm going to my first Bills home game this Sunday, waking up at 3 a.m. and driving from South Jersey. I cannot wait. David Van Horn. Man, dude, listen, bro, have a great time. Driving from South Jersey at 3 a.m. is absolutely insane. But listen, my friend, you are going to enjoy every single second of it. I hope for the best. Did we have Taron Johnson in the playoff game last year versus Kansas City? We did. We didn't have Bernard, and we didn't have Rasul Douglas. That right there was crazy. AJ Epinesa has a game 1 deflection and 1 pick. Ed Oliver has a sack. Vaughn has no sacks, but a lot of pressure. Blair is saying, I want Buffalo to hit 30. Think we do that in the win. Douglas INT incoming. He's dropped a couple. Bernard too. It's coming. It's happening. And I love the coverage. Man, listen, really outside of Xavier Worthy, this Chiefs team has no speed. Right? And Worthy can't get off of the line. there's a reason why the Kansas City Chiefs traded for DeAndre Hopkins, folks. Obviously, I do think that Rashee Rice probably played a factor into that, but I mean, here we are. Dan, I hope you and your lady have the best cruise ever. Cat Stumbo, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. Why are we afraid of this team? They are lucky. We need to create our own luck and run them out of our home. Buffalo 30, Kansas City 17. We almost always score 30 this year, even at home. Another 61-yard field goal. That will be sure sign that we will win the damn Super Bowl. I have a bad feeling our offense will be locked up against the Chiefs if Cooper isn't playing. I can see them double covering Shakir all game and Hollins Cook dropping 2 to 3 crucial passes. I have a bad feeling our offense will be locked up against the Chiefs if Cooper isn't playing. Can we see that? All right. Interesting, man. Interesting. Here we go. Refs get involved. Keep the first half close. Second half, Bills do Bill stuff and pull away. D shores up even more offense. Gets some solid momentum. Speak it into existence, baby. I love it. Maybe you could set up a live broadcast at Wingnuts and then you'd be regurgitating. Oh, holy shit. Dave, you're funny, bro. The Bills are a ball hog. I know they will get a few in the game. We have 23-20 Bills. Katie Robertson. Butker being out is crazy turn of events for this game. I wasn't anticipating it, but here we are. Dan, change the screen. I just want to show. I just want to show all you guys, all right, what we're anticipating from this game. Here, let's get back on the Bills beat list right here, folks. All right, folks. Let me see what else we got here. Just the big news from Dalton Kincaid. We have Gerald Jackson coming in. Yo, what's up, Dan? Been away from the chat for a while. Still watch all the shows. And the NFL is becoming the WWE. Tell me why y'all watch the All 22 films. Don't see fake football going on. Been away from the chat. Watch those shows. Is becoming the WWE. Tell why y'all watch it All 22. Doesn't see fake football going on. It's wild, man. It's wild. I'm just hoping maybe one day so the script writers have us. Have us as the winner, baby. Wouldn't that be good? Butker being out is absolutely huge. Make no mistake there. No one takes a crap on Dan's yard. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Mahomo. Absolutely. All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of Dom Mafia Live. As many of you guys know, I'm live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST, 5:15 p.m. EST. I will be live again later this afternoon on this channel. I'm also going to be live on BetUS TV's The Huddle, 3 p.m. EST, Monday through Friday there. And then be on the lookout for a bunch of TikToks as well. I will be putting out a bunch of TikToks later today on X, etc. Follow me right here. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a stream, especially since you could be a part of this giveaway that I'm going to be announcing here on Sunday during my live game reaction. And that is equally important. If you guys aren't going to be at the game on Sunday, highly suggest you come in, you tune into my live play-by-play reaction. Don't think you want to miss that. We have a great time over there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love each and every single one of you. I will see you on BetUS TV's The Huddle, and I will see you later this afternoon as well. Go Bills. See you soon.